Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I was going to do an election night today, but I couldn't find that many ideas for really new candidates for me to do. Really I just need to focus on finding the right candidates, the ones that are actually poised to run. I can't really go into like 1968 or things like that. So if you guys have any suggestions for current Democratic figures for a matchup between him and Trump, or her and Trump, comment them below because that would be greatly liked, and I would pretty much just no longer be a loss of ideas, and I'll overall have more things to get out, and I'll get out more videos per day and things like that. So today, as you can see on the screen, we have Hillary Clinton and Carly Fiorina in a 2016 alternative scenario. So yeah, again, I was supposed to originally going to fill in all of the safe states, so I'll do it while I talk. I was going to fill in all the safe states with for each candidate with my with the map, the thing that's normally down here, but I forgot that I took it out for the sake of the video, so I don't have that there. So normally it would say all the same states from 2004 or 2000. So I would normally, not normally, I'm gonna start filling them in because I understand how annoying it can be if you hear me clicking every time I make a safe call state. So the reasoning behind Maine right now, giving it to Clinton, is the fact that Hillary Clinton won 3 out of the 4 electoral votes there, and Carly Fiorina is not Trump. She can't really appeal to the rural voters there, although she may be able to appeal to some voters in other areas like Virginia, Florida, Georgia, states like that. Overall, I don't see her being able to take the rural voters that Donald Trump took, especially in states like Ohio and Iowa. Sorry, I have to close my door because my dad's on the phone. But yeah, so let's just keep going through this. New Mexico, I think that one would be safe for Hillary Clinton, considering that it's been a Democratic state and Trump doesn't have that Trump factor where they underestimate the polls. I think they'll actually put effort into the Rust Belt this time against Fiorina, because I don't think anyone would be ashamed to say I'm voting for Carly Fiorina. I don't think you should be ashamed of saying who you're voting for. But overall, I don't see states like Arizona or Georgia flipping, so those ones are going to Carly Fiorina. I most definitely think she can make inroads in states that she needs to win. North Carolina, I could see her winning. Florida, I'm not going to touch. Virginia, that one I think could go to Fiorina, but I'm not going to touch it just yet. Colorado and Nevada, I don't think they'll flip for Carly Fiorina, being completely honest. I honestly see Hillary Clinton winning these states, and she did against President Trump. I don't see Fiorina taking these states, but let's just keep going through this map. If we look at Minnesota, I think that one could go to Hillary Clinton. Iowa, that one not so much going for Fiorina, because sure, I voted for Trump by a big margin, but that was because Trump was able to appeal to rural voters. If Fiorina can't do that, it'll go for Clinton the same way it did for Obama, but I'm not going to touch it just yet. New Hampshire, I think, could go to Carly Fiorina. The reasoning behind that is I think there's a lot of moderate Republicans, and I think that Carly Fiorina could peel away from part of the Democratic base. Same thing in Virginia. I think Virginia would go to Carly Fiorina over Hillary Clinton. Even with the Tim Kaine factor, I think Fiorina will edge her out there, because I think the base there of the moderate Republicans and Carly Fiorina's base will really propel her to win in Virginia. Florida's the tough one, so let's just mark all the swing states for now. Rust Belt aren't really swing states during this election. They were only for President Trump. So I'm going to give Michigan to Hillary Clinton, actually, just for now. Just leave that there. Now, actually, surprisingly, she's at 232. But I think she'll take Michigan most definitely against Carly Fiorina. Along with that, I think she'll take Wisconsin. But I'm not so sure about Pennsylvania just yet. So these are the remaining 4 states that I haven't called yet. So Pennsylvania, Ohio, Iowa, and Florida. Florida, I think Fiorina could take the vote there. I think she'll have more of that George Bush appeal to win over the Republican voters down there. Barack Obama won it by 0.3% in 2016. Flipped for Trump by more than 1%. I could see it going for Fiorina. As for the states over here, I can see Pennsylvania going to Hillary Clinton. The reasoning behind that is I don't think Fiorina can make inroads in the white working class. First of all, she's the former CEO of HP, and she ran for Senate in California, so they really can't do that anti-establishment appeal, or really they can't really pull up the same background that President Trump had. Other than the business factor, maybe she'll gain a few votes, but President Trump had the business at the time. She was a former CEO of HP who was outed, and yeah, I don't think she can appeal to the white working class voters the same way President Trump did. And Iowa, the way I'm going to give this one to Carly Fiorina. I think Carly Fiorina can bring out some of the conservative vote. I think she'll win it by maybe 2% over Hillary Clinton. But Ohio, that's the one that'll decide the election for Hillary Clinton. Okay, I'm giving this one for Hillary. The reasoning behind it is Obama was able to win it in both 2008 and 2006 and 2012. President Trump flipped it by 9%. Sure, that's a considerable margin, but we're forgetting that Carly Fiorina isn't Donald Trump. Okay, Ohio was more of a toss-up than Michigan was in the 2016 general election before the last few weeks of election time, and it wasn't. And then overall, they both flipped. Okay, so I think that Ohio can definitely go to Hillary Clinton. I think she'll be able to grasp onto those Obama voters who are not so keen on leaving unless it's for President Trump. They were only keen on leaving because he promised them jobs. Carly Fiorina does not have that appeal, and plus, I don't think there will be any. To be completely honest, there was a factor of sexism. It wasn't a lot. It was maybe a couple thousand votes. But I'm just saying there are still people out in the United States who won't vote for a man, who won't vote for a woman, things like that. So I do think that that won't be an issue in this race. Of course, it's a woman versus a woman, but I do think that Hillary Clinton could edge out Carly Fiorina in just this matchup, just based off where the demographics changed in Ohio. Democrats didn't come out to vote for Hillary Clinton against President Trump. I think a lot of the reason was because the mainstream media hyped it up to be a Clinton landslide, and they didn't come out to vote, along with the fact that I think that with Fiorina, I think the polls will actually be correct in a matchup like this, because I think that Hillary Clinton and Carly Fiorina won't have sides that are saying, hey, I'm afraid to vote. I'm afraid to say that I'm voting for you, so I'm just going to not say anything when the pollster calls. Things like that. I don't think that there will be any of that. I don't think anyone will be embarrassed of who they're voting for. I think it'll be a pretty much open and quick election season, but overall I do think Hillary Clinton could edge out Carly Fiorina in states that you would never see flipping before. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'll hopefully get an election night out tomorrow. Again, comment suggestions. I really need them to help with just getting ideas for my videos. And again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.